Hello everybody, welcome back to Wolfeei. Today we're going to be looking at the MCC Team Making Challenge, part 3 actually. Successfully, I have yet again made a series. Let's see how long it lasts. Either way, this Team Making Challenge batch of players was designed on stream with feedback from some of you guys probably, who were in the chat at the time. And I think it's pretty interesting. We went for a bit of a more women-focused route this time as just a fun little added touch. And yeah, either way, if you're unfamiliar, we have the Event Yap channel in my Discord where you can submit your drafts. Just to clarify, because I think last time I mentioned there is a Discord channel. I don't think everyone else knew about it. My Discord is always linked in the description, so if you want to submit or if you want to join up, feel free to do so. I will say one thing. Last time we got like 50 plus submissions, which I really appreciate, of course. However, I am unable to review all of them. It takes too much time. I think I spent like a long time last time looking through all of them, and it's not something I should be doing, or I should be spending my time, of course, on editing and whatnot. You know, I shouldn't be spending hours looking at team making submissions. So one thing that I want to suggest for everyone else, if you want to help me out a little bit and also just engage with the community a little bit, is to maybe start upvoting the things in the Event Yap channel, right? You look at, you know, one of the team submissions and you upvote it if you think it's good. If you don't think it's good, just kind of, you know, ignore it. Don't downvote anyone. That's kind of cringe, but only upvote if you think it's like a cool one, or if you think it should be looked at. Because then what I can do is I can look at the submissions, and I can look at the highly upvoted ones, and I can more easily pick out what to look at, etc. Or alternatively, I will only look at early submissions, which of course sucks a little bit for people that come late. But I want to at least have a good perspective of people's submissions without getting too much of the same stuff, because that's what ended up happening, of course, with this one, is when you have 50 or 60 or whatever, how many submissions of a roster with only 50 plus people, right, that can be in the roster, you're going to get a lot of the same stuff. I think that's a bit of a bummer after looking at so many teams, right? So we're going to scale down the amount of reviews I do. It'll be on the third channel whenever I review teams, of course, but yeah, just wanted to say that as well. Then this is the actual roster we ended up cooking up all together. There were some particular inclusions that I wanted to make sure happened. Of course, I am now on the draft for the first time. I wanted to not put myself in immediately because, of course, I am me, and it would be a little bit weird maybe to say, here's a team making challenge, also, I'm in them. So I waited a little bit. Also, Sandwich Lord is here now. The Feinberg, Fruit, and the Purpled squad is back as well. So those are your standout top players. Shadun as well, Jojo as well, Pete as well. Actually, there's a good amount of top players in this one. Again, so I'm curious to see how you work around those inclusions. Also, like mentioned, we wanted to go for a bit more of a women-centered roster. Not every woman who's been in MCC or recently been in MCC, of course, is included. For example, Tina, I purposefully didn't include because Tina had been in draft 1 and 2, and I'd rather not have that many people be in most of the drafts, right? Of course, Scott's always going to be in them, and like I'm going to always try to put Jordan and Shelby in when possible, because they're kind of the staple MCC players, and I do still want to make things feel like an MCC roster on average or most of the time. But this is the roster we have this time, and I haven't tried this challenge yet. Sorry for the moving of my microphone sound. I apologize. I haven't tried this challenge yet, so let's give it a go. Starting off with, I saw Oppo and Cherry are obviously in this one. So we put Oppo and Cherry on the same squadron again, of course, and then we could give them Martin, but it might be a little strong. But it would be very fun. You could do like Martin and Cleo, right? Possibly. Also, Misty, of course, is another non-mask rep that we are not having on this one, because I think Misty was also in Challenge 1 and 2. I think. I could be wrong. If not, I'm sorry, Misty, of course, but yeah, I had Misty on these previously already. So here's a nice opening team, of course. Then, boy, There's also some fun twists in this one, right? Kieran Dev have been thrown in. I assume most people are going to opt to not include them in their rosters, which I think is totally fine. But I'm curious to see if some people can figure it out, because I want to challenge myself to put Kieran Dev in this one. We'll put him on Cyan, of course. Kieran Dev, that order. In which I would put them with whom? I think a Tommy Innit inclusion there would be funny. I don't know how you would round that out. You'd just give them somebody Tommy knows, of course, probably, and would be open to teaming with people they don't know, and is probably a weaker player, which it could be an option. Also, Ash and Squiddo are on the table, though that's leaning quite strong, if I'm being honest, so I don't know if that should be the approach we take. I'm thinking, what would be the best option here? There's also Sasha, who I think is relatively open to teaming with people that they don't know. I don't know who exactly I would put alongside Sasha on that team, though. I think Sasha I'm going to put with Callum. I think Callum Sasha is nice. We'll put that on blue, of course. I think that's a nice foundation of a team. Shane could have also worked nicely, of course, but whatever. Yeah, I think Tommy Innit is a play for this team, and I think you could put like Eloise there or Lexi or someone like that. I think Eloise is a good safe bet to put with Tommy Innit. This would be quite the experience. Then for the rest, like Cowboy SMP is also a thing, right, where like Abolish can be thrown into the mix. I also threw Nuke into this one because I think it'd be fun. So we'll put Abolish with Owen. I think that's a fun squad. We'll put Beck on there as well. And then Ross. I don't think that is a full Cowboys team, but it is a full fun team. So that's all that matters. But this is a nice combination. That's probably relatively balanced. I think it's close enough at least. So yeah, it should be fine. Then, yeah, we have some kind of curveball inclusions that I would like to see people give a go. Like, SK is in this one as well, and SK won't be the easiest, probably, to turn into a cohesive team. But there are some things we can do. Like, SK does know, like, Kara, for example, which is an easy combination we can go for there. Besides Kara, who does SK know? I mean, Scott would probably be fine. Hannah and SK know each other, of course. That is a strong duo, though, so we probably need a lower-end player to round things out there. Hannah, SK, Kara. Who would be a good fourth? Let me think. Let me think about that one real quick. I was leaning Lizzie, but that doesn't really make the most sense. But it would be really fun to have Lizzie on the team, if I'm being fully honest, of course. I also think Jumper and JoJo is a nice combo. That's where Lizzie could go. I think that would be really fun. I think Shelby with this squad is good. I like that. I think that's good. I think that's cool. It's strong, but it's fine. That doesn't matter. That's chill. I like that. Squiddo could have actually also worked on this team. That would have been a fun, nice diversion. Though Squiddo could also go here, or like a Hermit. I want to do Ash and Squiddo. I kind of want to. Okay, in all honesty, want to avoid Ash and Squiddo because I think most people are going to put Ash and Squiddo on the same team, and that makes sense. That is technically the correct play. But I like when people experiment. So, I don't know. I think it'd be fun to try something different. But I think Ash and Squiddo's safe. I mean, you could probably make that into a cohesive team. I don't know who you'd put them with, though. Maybe Feinberg. Do like fine with Ash and Squiddo, and then you give them like low-end player or lower-end player that's fun. Maybe like Michaela. This would be super fun. I genuinely would love to see that. That'd be awesome. Okay. Then this one I had Wally in mind for, where I think their third can be like decent. Maybe like for some reason I'm thinking Gem would be a cool inclusion there. Bad Boy Halo could maybe work nicely as well. I think that'd be a fun combo. I think that'd be cool. Okay, now I want to start to work in some other people, see if I can muster up some cool combinations. Foolish seems like somebody who would be kind of a challenge from who's remaining. A Realm approach is what probably is the remaining approach, or Purpled could be an approach as well to take here. Realm would be Pangy. It's Pangy or Purpled that's probably going to go on this team. In which, who would be on the lower end for this Foolish team? I think Lexi could make sense. I don't know why, but I think Lexi could make sense. For some reason, that's my mind clicked to that being an option. I mean, Bad could go to this team, and that would help, right? That would make things a bit better for them. Ross, of course, could move as well to make that make a little bit more sense, but I don't think that's like necessary. Puffy, I guess. I feel like Purpled makes more sense as the top frag then. Yeah, that makes a bit more sense. Might be a little strong, but whatever. Pinky might be more balanced, but this is like fine. This should be chill. Then this team is left with, I guess, like Captain Sparkles is actually interesting inclusion for this team right here. I think this would be fun. Then I said like Gem or someone like that could be there. Then we have myself. I should, of course, not forget me, and of course Scott should be in one of these as well. I kind of like going for like a Scott Pangy Pearl. That's like a really fun, unique crossover approach. Oh, we also have Sandwich Lord, who I don't have on a team just yet. Oopsie. I don't think we're gonna have room for that. I apologize. I also didn't put Shane in, huh? Wow. Oops. Could you do me Pangy? Me Pangy? Like Lexi and like G? This would be a really fun team. I love that. That's fire. And then you could give this team like Sandwich or Shane. Probably Shane. And then like Jevin is like a more rare hermit inclusion. I think this is cool. This is not like, I'm not the most happy with who's left on the bench, but that's fine. I mean, they're mostly MCC regulars. I would have liked to include Rattles as well. I think Rattles could have been included in not that difficult of a manner. But I'm happy with this roster, though. I think this is cool. I like this. I think this is a banger. Banger roster overall. Let me know your thoughts on my rendition of this draft, and I'm excited to see some of your submissions at least in my Discord. Link in the description. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you later. Goodbye.